All right. Hey, my friends, and welcome to today's episode where we're going to talk about how to stop overthinking and really why overthinking is often a compulsion, and when it comes to OCD and anxiety, and really why you're doing it and what to do about it. So, before we dive in, just to let you know who I am, my name is Matt Codde. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and the founder of Restored Minds. And if you're looking for help on your journey to recovery, I have some links down in the notes for you for resources to help you get started. And you can also head over to restoredminds.com and look at the resources that we have there. And if you find the show beneficial, I really would appreciate your support by liking and subscribing and leaving a nice review. So let's go ahead and dive in. So with overthinking, right? And really that's a way of really saying a lot of different things. It could be ruminating, analyzing. When we're talking about overthinking, we're in our mind thinking about something in an attempt to resolve something that's generally external or even internal. And what we're doing is we're getting out of the bodily experience and into the mind about it. So why do we overthink? The reason we overthink is because we think we're going to resolve something, and then by resolving that, it's going to change our feeling, the way we feel, our energy state, right? Our level of consciousness, whatever you want to call it. So the whole reason we're overthinking in the first place is because we don't like the way we're feeling. We don't like the way we're feeling about something, or even what we're projecting that feeling on. So let's just say, you know, use an example. You text someone that you care about and you don't hear back from them, and you don't like the fact that you didn't hear back from them, and so you begin to fear and worry. And so because you worry, you then think about all the reasons that they might not be texting you back, or the terrible things that could have happened to them, and you start going down this rabbit hole, right? So this is a very simple, straightforward example where something happened in your environment. You sent a text out, you didn't get one back in a standard period of time that you would expect it. And instead of just stopping there and saying, okay, this person hasn't texted me back, they'll text me back when they're ready, or when they receive it, you instantly become afraid of something, and then you project the fear onto the idea that something terrible happened to the person, and then you think about that stuff to resolve the fear that you're experiencing. And you can extrapolate this into any fear that you have, really, because fear itself is just an emotion. It's right here. It's in the body. It's an energy that you feel, often in the chest and stomach, the solar plex, right? It's an energy. What we do is we project the energy onto things and then try to resolve those things because we think that will resolve the fear itself. What's funny is that by projecting it and ruminating and overthinking, that's an attempt to escape our own emotion. We're disassociating from it, if you will. And this is why, like, people that live in their minds all the time, or in their heads, thinking about everything, ruminating, analyzing, they're usually very disconnected and disassociated with what's going on in their body and their whole just bodily experience. So, with that to say, the reason that so it's so important that we understand that the reason that we're often overthinking is to escape a feeling we don't like. So the secret to stop overthinking is to really understand why you're doing it in the first place, and then go to confront the very thing you're trying to escape. This is really what emotional release is. This is what confronting fear is actually about. Confronting fear happens in your body, not in the environment. Now, it doesn't mean that you don't have certain things in your environment that don't really activate your fear, of course. But at the very core premise, confronting fear is a bodily experience. And it's your ability to become fully conscious of what you're feeling in your body, where you're feeling it, and to be able to begin to drop the resistance to that experience. What a lot of people think about confronting fear, they think that by overthinking, by ruminating, by analyzing, by being in their mind, that is them confronting fear. But the irony is they're confronting the projection. And they're confronting the projection because they're actually afraid of feeling the emotion itself, feeling the experience itself, which exists right here. And that's really, a lot of what I teach when it comes to getting out of this loop of OCD and anxiety is we have to stop projecting and trying to change the projection on the screen and really go to the projector, right? Which is your state, your level of consciousness, your experience that's happening as it is right now, right here in this present moment. Because that's the only place fear actually exists. Fear doesn't exist in the past or the future. It's something that exists right now that we project into the past and the future in order to avoid. And when you get that, and you understand that overthinking is just an escape mechanism, it is a defense mechanism against feeling and being aware with and being conscious of what you're actually experiencing. You begin to understand that it's not overthinking that's the problem. It's what I'm doing first, which is the resistance and the escaping of my feeling, that's the actual problem, and this is a byproduct of that. It's a misunderstanding, if you will. And so when we're talking about how to stop overthinking, it's not going into the mind and thinking about thinking. We definitely don't want to do that. In order to stop overthinking, you need to understand the benefit that it serves you, and in this case, the escaping of what you're feeling internally, and then rework that and be able to confront what you're running from. And then overthinking becomes nothing because it doesn't exist, because you no longer do it, because you no longer need to escape what's going on. Hope that makes sense. And so if you struggle with overthinking, understand that that's the secondary thing that's going on. And when you really begin to understand the primary of the wanting to escape your feeling state or wanting to change your feeling state, which really comes from a resistance of what is, learning to confront that itself is really where you really start to unravel this at its roots. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it served you. Wish you a great day and a great week, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Hey there. So if you enjoyed that video, we've linked up a few more videos that we think you'd find helpful as well. And if you have found this helpful, we'd really appreciate your support by liking and subscribing. And if you're looking for help and guidance, please check out restoredminds.com, as we have several options for you to get started. See you guys soon.